Hi, my name is Thayer Case. I'm a clinical social worker and co-director of Maverick Psychotherapy Group and a somatic experiencing practitioner. And this is part two of some videos to help quick and effective ways to help settle our nervous systems, feel a little bit more present, and take a little bit of the edge off the stress during this time of COVID-19. No matter what we're doing, whether we're parenting, being a child on the front lines, um, these things are universal and they're really helpful. So I encourage you as we're going through them to maybe pause your video and try them and see how that feels for you and take what works and use it during the day. They can be done quickly and stealthily if they need to be. So we're going to go over 8 different kind of techniques to do, and the first one is um, moving your face. So move your face like this, and you move your tongue, your lips, move your tongue around your mouth, and then notice what you feel. And usually we feel a little bit more present. This is a technique that actors will use before they go on stage, and that can really help you be more in your face, be more present, and help if you're starting to feel really rigid. Number 2 and number 3 are both containment techniques to be physical with yourself on this, and these are especially helpful if you're feeling really scattered, really overwhelmed, especially number 3. So number 2 is to squeeze your limbs. Just simply do this. Your legs. You can do it hard, you can do it soft, whatever feels good and whatever you need. But this can help you feel a little bit more present in your body. Number 3 is also the containment, and this is sometimes will be really helpful if you're feeling extreme levels of overwhelm and you need to be feel more contained than usual. Is to put your hand, cross your arms, put your hands on your armpits, squeeze, and breathe. And you might be able to feel your heart, feel the warmth on your hands. And this can be really nice when you're feeling really overwhelmed. Number 4 is to soften your tongue, your sit bones, and your belly. So just soften your tongue like your tongue is numb and you're resting on the bottom of your jaw and your belly and your sit bones. And so let yourself settle. Now the reason we do that is because oftentimes when we're in a fight or a flight mode, our tongue will go right to the roof of the mouth. And so sometimes this can remind our bodies to be a little bit more settled. Again, use these as they seem appropriate and if they work for you. The number 6 number 5 is to place your hands on your head. So you can put your hands like this. There's 3 variations, which the first one is having both hands, one on your forehead, the other hand on the top of your spine, bottom base of your skull, and just to, again, vary pressure, see what you like, and just see what that feels like for a second. And then you can try just with one or the other. You can do this laying back, putting a pillow behind you. You can do it laying in bed. You can do it standing up. You can do it in a chair, whatever works. Number 6 is another way to regulate yourself, and you can either put your hand on your belly or you can put it up on your diaphragm, which is that muscle that is the muscle for breathing. You put your hand on your heart. I like putting on my diaphragm. Sometimes people like putting on their belly, and just see what that feels like. Number 7 is to put your hands in your kidney area. So find the bottom of your ribs, top of your pelvis, and your spine, and that area in between there is where your kidneys reside in your body. And you can put your hands back there. You can do 1, or you can do 2. And just to see what that feels like. That can feel really nice. You can do that to another person too. Yeah, and I could just feel my own breath just kind of settle there a little bit. So that's kind of nice. And the last one I want to show you is just simply hands on your hips. So put your hands here, give your hips a little squeeze to whatever pressure you want. That can feel really nice and containing and bring us back into a little bit more presence. And we get the added bonus of having the kind of superhero stance, which is a way of feeling more confident too. But in this one, we're focusing more on the feeling in your hips. So those are 8 ways. So moving your face, squeezing your limbs, crossing your arms, tucking them under your armpits, soften your tongue and belly, placing your hands on the forehead, hand on your diaphragm, your heart, hands on your kidney, and hands on your hips. So I encourage you to try those, and hopefully if they bring you a little bit less stress in your day, then that's awesome. And thank you for listening, and be safe. Wash your hands and don't touch your face.